Hi, Candace. I was able to get a hold of April Higgins, and she was really, really helpful. She called me back and answered our historical timeline question as well as our review notes scenario. So I'm going to walk you through that via video, knowing that we have very different schedules today. So the historical timeline assignment, you posted the 6 different groups and the partners. What did not happen, and I will put this on as my responsibility for not walking you through this, but when you go to tools and groups, then you need to set up the members in each of the groups. So I'm going to go back to content, and we're going to do a kind of a switch back and forth with the groups, and I'm going to make the groups as I walk you through this so that we can you can see what's happening for the future. Okay, so group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when we go in, again, we're in tools, and we've gone down to the groups, and we're in now manage groups. The first thing is you created, or I created, I don't know, 9 groups, and you only need 6. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of groups 7, 8, and 9. And we're going to do that by clicking on those boxes and then hitting delete. And we're going to get rid of those groups. Okay, and that's just to manage the number of students that you currently have. Okay, so now if we look, group 1 is Afifa and Heather. So we're going to go into group 1. And we are going to enroll users. Right, and then we're going to click on Afifa, and we're going to go down and we're going to click on Heather. I apologize, my eyes are just not registering very well today. Okay, so double clicking, and then we're going to go back up and we're going to, sorry, down at the bottom, it says save. So we're going to hit save. And then when we go back, you can see that there are 2 members in the historical timeline group 1. Group 2 is Hilda, and you keep saying that name to me, and it's not sticking. So we're going to go into group 2. You can help me with the pronunciation of that. Enroll users, and we're going to go to Hilda, and those 2 are now enrolled. Okay, and then Anna Grace and ECE, Nasia, historical group 3, and we're going to enroll, and we have Anna Grace. The trick about this is that everybody stays in, so it's not eliminating anybody in this group. So you just need to be visually aware when you do these check boxes. You think it would eliminate. Okay, 4 is Jessica and Naya. So 4, and we're going to enroll, and here is Jessica and Naya. We're going to hit save. So this is very repetitive, somewhat tedious. Maya and Brianna into group 5, enroll, Maya, I gotta go back, Maya and Brianna, there they are, and then the final group is Taylor and Nancy. So group 6, enroll, and Taylor and Nancy. So the other thing I want to show you, so now you have 2 members in each, right? There are 2 assignments attached to these groups submissions. And if you ever need to go back into a group, let's say they were groups of 3 for maybe even another class, you can go to view, simply go to view enrollment, and it tells you who is in that group. So there's no guessing game, right? And remember, when there's a group assignment like this, as long as one person submits, then your grading goes to both, in this case, Heather and Afifa. Okay. All right. So we're going to hit save for this, and then they should be now able to see it through all functions, through the content, through the course schedule, using the D2L course schedule. We opened module 4, which isn't necessary. I don't think it could hurt anything, but that will be your decision. And then, of course, they can see it through assessments now. So if you touch base with somebody this afternoon, they should be easily able to see that. And now we have learned that situation. The other question that we've been bringing up has been, are they able to see feedback? And I'm going to go into my methods course. If you, again, use the navbar tool and you go from activities to assignments, and then we go down, I'm going to show you the read aloud critique. April walked me through this, and I think this is good information, right? So this published date is when I posted their feedback, and then you can see that this is when this student, Evelyn, read my feedback. Okay, and you can see here is the document that I posted. So, no, that's her document. I'm sorry. So, this is the document the student posted, the date which they posted, and the time, which you can see through, again, activities down to assignments. Sometimes I use Grade Center more than I should. Grade Center does not show you this information. But the most important part here is that these published dates are when you published, right? And it takes you back into what you're familiar with. And then if you added a file, they would be able to see that. So if we go, I'm going to go back one more and see if I can bring up another assignment for us to take a look at. Song transition. Okay. So if we go into, this is a different assignment, you can see that I published feedback. She read the feedback within an hour. And when I click on published, right, which is what the students will ultimately see, they can see the feedback and they can see, but April said remind students that they need to click on that document in order to open. It's not just going to open. The feedback will be available, but they need to click into the actual document if they see that as part of their feedback. Okay. So what we've gone over is the tools down to the groups function, and also the activities down to assignments, which I think is super important. You know, when you have, I'll just use Nancy. If you have a student who didn't read, like Miriam, this is when I published, but she hasn't read that, right? Here's another one, Paige, I published, but she hasn't read that. Okay. So this tool, using the navbar activities to assignments, and then identifying individual assignments, seems to be a more encompassing view for instructors. I haven't used this view very often. Maybe you are. But again, that was April's suggestion. And then one more thing is to remember CCIT, DTCC. Remember in the D2L tutorials for students, I have you out of frame. Let me frame you. So that was ccit.dtcc.edu, and then I'm on the student page, and the using the tutorials seems to be a constant reminder that we need to give students. But this assignments and the video here is submit and confirm, which I know has been another concern, but that's not what I'm looking for. So let me go back. D2L tutorials, discussions, communicating videos. Okay, so their grade and progress. This was the video that she suggested that they be able to view this video about viewing their grades and their feedback. Okay, and then there's a second one about their class progress, which you can see from the screenshot, just has a little image. So these may, you know, this link itself, specific to grades and progress, may be something that you want to add just as a reminder into your announcements this week, or just the general D2L page, which again is the student CCIT using D2L tutorials, and then there's a plethora of them. Okay, I really hope this was really helpful. I tried to keep it as short as I could, and if we need to go over anything more, just feel free to contact me. Thank you again, Candace, for your time every week and working with me. This is how we both learn new things and how to solve these problems. Take care and have a good day.